Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to be fast tracking some of the do-it-yourself projects. I had injured my Achilles and I was cast up for 3 months, so I didn't get a chance to get very much done this winter. So it's a little bit of a catch-up in the spring when I launched. I'm going to go over a few of the projects that I did, and I hope that you see the launch in the next upcoming videos. Just a little bit of an update here. I've unfortunately done some damage to my foot here. I'm wearing a cast. I broke my Achilles tendon somehow, so just a little bit of an update. I'm very thankful that Achilles is able to give me a hand. We had a 100 km/h winds here come through, and it actually ripped my cover off. And it's been like this for a few weeks. So we just coming to do a spot check on the boat, and the bilge is full of water. It's been +3, +4 every day, so it hasn't frozen. So we're just sucking it out because we're going to go down to -14 Celsius in a couple of days. So I'm appreciative of Jill's help here today and tonight. And we're just that's the water. She's pouring it down the sink. Anyway, she's just using the shop vac to take it out of the bilge. Well, because I can't move, I can't climb ladders or anything. So, anyways, we're getting her done. Yeah, I've got a special woman in my life, hey, to do that for me. Very grateful.
Well, everybody, I'm out here shoveling with piece of wood because we don't have a shovel. And look how much snow we have.
Hey everybody, just wanted to give an update. Repairing or restoring your Achilles tendon is not an easy one, so I'm going to get the clear this week basically to do some weight bearing on it, which will be a big help. And yeah, just looking at the boat, I can see I got icicles coming down, so you can see my cover's missing. We had a huge storm come through and it blew and ripped my cover off, so it was irreparable. So I'm going to, we just left it like this because of my injury. I couldn't really do much. So right now I've got water freezing coming out of the scuppers there in my cockpit. So yeah, I don't like leaving it like that, but it's okay. It's only one season, it's not gonna do too much. And then just looking at the hull. The hull's looking really good. Underneath, I've got a couple spots where I'm going to have to maybe sand it down to the barrier coat and reapply. I think that the humidity and the temperature when I applied it was not 100% where it needed to be. So there was a couple spots where it just didn't adhere well, or maybe I didn't do good enough job sanding underneath. So I'm going to tackle that there. So I've got February and March, and then we launch in April. So I've only got 2 months left. So providing my foot works with me, I'll be able to get out back on the boat and finish off those last few projects. And then this year is the interior, so I'm not going to bring in the bedding or anything like that until I get the interior sanded and painted. So I got to finish applying the fiberglass, so I'm waiting for the temperature to get at least 5 degrees consistent or more. And then with my little heater inside, I'll be able to have the epoxy solidify properly. So basically when it sets, it'll be at the right temperature. And and then basically sanding, fairing compound, painting. I think I'm done with all of the physical changes to the boat. So this year I'll have the interior finished. That's the goal. And you can see the solar panels look like icicles up there, so they all held up well. My arch is looking great. I got a few spots on it that I need to probably give it a bit of a buffing, but aside from that, it's looking pretty good. So. Well, David's out here working on the cover brace. I guess that's the middle beam, and we're just taking it down. We got it's pretty much above zero all the time now, so we're just taking this down because the cover was off anyways. And then I'm gonna plug up the hole. You can see there down by David's feet, the beam's going through. So we're just gonna take that back out of here, and we'll be done removing the cover. You got it. It's coming. I can see from here. Keep going. Nice. It's big long screws, eh?
Yeah, they take a while. Want to throw it out?
Yes, please. I kept the golf balls.
Okay.
Alright guys, so quick update. We just got the cover down and brought down the center brace and all the wood, and then we covered up the holes. We've got where the mast goes in. We basically just put a piece of plywood on top of it to stop the water from coming in. So hopefully this does a little bit better of a job. Also emptied the bilge again. It was full again. So with all the big holes, pretty easy. As soon as it rains even just a little bit, it collects in there quite a bit. So
Hello.
and yeah, getting ready to do the fiberglassing this week. Gonna pick up the material and the epoxy, and that's the first major step to get the interior done. So looking forward to it. Anyways, thanks. Just wanted to get an update out there. It's been a while, and I thought just the reason for that is my healing on my foot. I've been on my butt for a while. Anyways, enjoy, and thanks for watching.
It went flash.
Why is the light on?
I don't know.
Turn auto mode. All right, we're off. Hey everybody, so I'm working on taking out all of my electrical because I never finished fiberglassing in here. So you can see I fiberglassed the bottom, but I didn't actually fiberglass the top and the back, and the side is actually fiberglassed. It's hard to tell. This side is not, because it's the back of the bulkhead. So what I'm doing is I'm just removing everything, all of my bus bars and blocks and everything, and I changed the wiring on the, this was like, I didn't know where things were going to go exactly, so I changed my approach for the wiring by using the ABYC standards, which is the red and the yellow for DC, and it kind of makes sense. I guess yellow is the new black. When you have power on the boat, you've got both DC power and AC power, and the black in AC is the hot wire, and the black in DC is the negative wire. So there is potential of getting them mixed up if you use wire. So it's not that the wire is bad. I just used cheap wire to know where things were. So I went out and bought a reel of the proper Ancor marine grade. It's oil resistant, -40 or -75 to +75 Celsius or something like that. It's some crazy amounts, but it's got the protective sheeting on it, and it's red and yellow. So I'm switching all of my DC wiring on the boat now. So this was just one area I didn't fiberglass, so I'm going to take it all out and then redo it and then put it all back in again here afterwards. But I think it's a necessary step. So this is the first part. So while I'm doing that, David is helping cut out the fiberglass pieces for it. And we're using, this is the last piece of the biaxial. This is a 12 ounce that we had, or that I had. So this is a 12 ounce that I had. and it's basically mesh on the backside and knitted or quilted on the one side, and they're stitched together. So David's making me basically some strips here to do all the corners.
We're still at it, taking all the wiring that's in this little compartment out, and we're almost done. Just got 2 more things to do.
This is the AC breaker. So we've got the whole thing out, everything out, except for the key. And then this is the core power. And this is basically the 30 amp breaker from shore, or from the inverter. So it's actually only inverter power. There's no more shore on it. And that's the blue. So this is blue as source. And then this one actually feeds that one, the AC panel. So this wire is a little shorty that feeds the other panel. This is the source. And then from the other panel, it feeds this and the stove. So there's 2 plugs, 2 wires, and this one's labeled stove. So we shouldn't lose track of that one.
It's not very straight.
We'll figure it out. Oh, hey everybody, so we're about wrapping up here. We pulled out a lot of wire, all the old wire, and then some of the original wire, the yellow and the red and white stripe. There's a couple wires we can't figure out. These 2 that go over to that side on the lights. It's fished through there, so I think I'm just gonna keep those 2 wires. They've been there for forever. But I'll put all new wiring in for all the other new lights. And I actually had power coming from the lighting to go feed the blower on the electric motor. It was fed off the light switch, so I want to run a dedicated circuit to that, so that way it has its own power source, and if the lighting doesn't blow the fan and vice versa. So anyways, thanks David for your help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got anything you want to say?
Not really.
No?
Mm-hmm.
David felt that he looked like an Oompa Loompa. But we were going to do some sanding, but the extension cord is not long enough, so we'll have to get that next time. And it's getting cold. It's getting to be the end of the day, and then temperature's going to drop the next few days. So I think we'll just leave it as is. So thank you, and yeah, onwards and upwards.
I'm out here shoveling with a piece of wood because we don't have a shovel. And look how much snow we have on the boat. It's pretty crazy. I don't think there's ever a time in Canada where there's no snow.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, really gonna rise the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, grow hard, got what you want.